This is the home of the Akatsi Water Board, a town in the Volta Region of Ghana with about 5,000 inhabitants. The offices don't look like much. A lock-up in a row of small businesses, sewing dresses, binding books, mending bicycles. But in this small office, a kind of revolution has taken place as a new Water and Sanitation Board struggled to put the town's water supply on an even keel. Here, retired teacher William Atimu and his team managed the delivery of water to 48 standpipes, 3 hand pumps and about 300 households. They also oversee the collection of money. Households pay 300 to 400 CDs for a connection, and 1 CD 16 pesewas for a cubic metre of water. That's equivalent to $180 for a household connection and 60 cents for 1,000 litres of water. At the standpipes and pumps, people pay 5 pesewas, 2 cents, for 2 18-litre buckets of water. Until the current board took over, nobody was quite sure what happened to this money.
When I took over, the board was in disarray because the interim members of the board misused a lot of funds, and there were no officers. So we reorganized the place and employed a new accountant and some staff members to assist him. We also reorganized the water vendors, and the new system is based on daily basis. So we trained the newly employed revenue collectors who have been going around to collect the money daily from the water vendors. And that system has been working more effectively. Now water is flowing more, and the community members are happy, especially in the way we do everything in a transparent manner. The collectors come to the water board office and then render account to the accountant, who in turn records the monies brought and then sends them to bank.
Last year in November and December, the Triple S project working through CWSA and the District Assembly undertook baseline data collection on water services.
I was surprised by some of the findings, especially during that course we were told that Akatsi did not have a replacement account, and that one we lost some marks there. And also we did not have a system manager. And then after that meeting, we advertised for a systems manager and then a plumber.
You are proposing to increase the tariffs for the water in the district. Why haven't you been able to increase it in the past?
Yes, because in the past we proposed it at a community meeting, but members of the community kicked against it.
So what makes you convinced that this time around they would agree to the new tariffs that you are proposing? Well,
we shall convince them that everything, the prices of everything has gone up, and then we shall also tell them about the need to have regular water in the community because of the running of the submersible machines which pump the water.
How would the new tariffs improve your work?
Well, we shall get more money, and then to maintain the machines, and then to pay the huge amount of electricity bill, which is between 1,200 and 1,300 a month. And without the increase in tariff, we cannot pay electricity. And when we fail to pay the bill, they will come and disconnect us, and then the community will stay without water.
The same way you also disconnect people who do not pay,
yeah,
right?
The same way we disconnect people who do not pay, and those who are recalcitrant and are not willing to pay, we sometimes send them to court, and the court collects the money for us.
Seth Damasah is the Water and Sanitation Engineer for the Akatsi district. He's been helping the town board to decide on how to price water in the future.
Actually, we are considering the use of a life cycle cost approach, whereby we will consider the salaries to the workers, we will consider the payment of electricity bill, also the capital costs will be considered. So we are looking at replacement of the pumps as soon as possible. We are also looking at building of a new office accommodation for the board. So we will consider all that and build them into the tariff. That is how we go about it. We've done some few calculations, and we realized that since there will be about 100% increment, so if we are looking at selling a cubic meter of water at 1 cedi 16 pesos, then it means that will double to 2 cedis 32 pesos. So for the few calculation we did, that is what we are arriving at. It will be about 100% increment.
100% is a lot.
Yes.
Are you envisaging that you would have some resistance from water users?
Yes, we do envisage some resistance, but we believe with enough convincing, making them understand that without us increasing the tariff, we cannot be able to be supplying them with water always. They need to replace the pumps because they've been designed for 10 years, and by next year we'll be getting to the end of the design life. So these are some of the facts we used to convince them. 2 buckets of water used to be 5 pesos, and now we are going to make it a bucket for 5 pesos. It's still cheap as compared to even the sachet of water we buy now, which is even 10 pesos for one.